Welcome to Lounge TV. I'm Larry the Seamstress, and today we are doing well, obviously I am.
You know, you could call yourself a tailor.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I could.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Although seamstress might fit.
I think it's seamster for a man.
Is it a seamster?
I think so.
Know. Why not tailor?
Interchangeable.
Okay. I never heard of seamster.
I've heard of it like once.
I think somebody made
I think
it
he
up.
heard Teamster and he thought it said Seamster.
Maybe.
What's a
No.
teamster?
It's a union.
Somebody who's in a union.
Well, we've learned things today.
All right. So anyway, so my wife has lost weight, so now her clothes don't fit, and she wants to buy about $1 million worth of clothes, and we just don't have that. So
I have years of accumulated clothes
Yeah.
that I like, so why buy all new ones when he can just fix it for me?
yeah. So first thing she does is that she puts the shirt on. So
Like this shirt.
Yeah.
I like this shirt.
all right, you don't have to like this shirt. And then ow.
Watch yourself.
Anyway, so first thing I tell her to do is because what she wants is taken in, right? Not everything can you alter, right?
However, a t-shirt is not that hard.
Right. So what I do is stick your arms up. Anyway, put your arms out. I'm not going to do it again. I won't do it again. Okay, so she wants about probably 1.5 inches taken in over here, and her sleeves she doesn't really want. Do you want these cut in?
Just a little bit, not much.
Okay, so maybe a 1/2 inch there.
Yeah.
About 1.5 inches here, and pretty much straight down 1.5 inches.
Yep.
It's going to be on each side. So that's what I have her wear it first so I can just see how much she wants to do. Then she's going to go take that off, give it to me, and then I can show them the next step.
Then you can fix it.
Now I can show them the next step.
Yeah.
So the next step is after she takes it off, you turn it inside out. This is how I do it anyway. And you got to try to get it as flat as you can. And what I have these markers that what it is they when you wash it, it comes out.
Oh, okay.
They're not permanent, so they're for fabric. So I actually bought them a long time ago because I was going to prank Joe. This was a long time ago.
Really?
Where I was hoping that he'd wear a light T-shirt, and I'd come out and I'd just be like right on it, and make him panic thinking that I ruined the T-shirt, and I never did it. I don't know why I never did it. But anyway, so I have to get this flat because you don't want to be the material to be pinched underneath it, so it's a little tricky. Now, and don't forget, when I take it over to the sewing machine, it's probably going to be, and what did I say? I said about 1/2 inch on this. So, pick a marker that you want to use. Like I said, I got these on Amazon, they're fabric markers. So, can you turn the light on so I can see? Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go from the outside of seam here, I am going to go about 1/2 inch this way. I'm just going to put a mark right there. And then down here, we're taking this in about 1.5 inches. So I am going to go 1.5 inches, put a mark right there. And the same thing down here, this is going to go in 1.5 inches down here too. So I'll put that right there. Yep, so much fun being on a road right on the side of your house like that, you know?
Yep.
All right, so I have to get this flat, and what I'm going to do here is go like that, and I'm going to take my straight edge, and I'm going to draw this out like this. Okay, and then I'm going to go from here down to this mark right here, like this. I'm just using a square for this. You might have to go both ways because the material likes to pinch. Make sure you can see the line. Okay, so I can see it there. And then what I do is right here where this is, I don't want to go on a straight lines like that, so I just kind of draw a little curve there. All right, and this is a little bit. I could have used blue on this so I could actually see it a little bit better, but I didn't.
It's so bright enough that you can see it. I'm just wondering what you're going to do with that line.
Okay, so that line is for me to sew. So I have my thread set up, and I'm using white because she has all different color shirts, and this is going to be on the inside anyway, so don't care. So what I did is I put my thread or my dial onto this stitch right here. See the blue line right there? I have it on blue, so it'll do that. And the reason why I'm doing that is so that, you see how much material is going to be left over?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't want a big seam inside you like that. So I'll sew this all the way down, and then I'll cut that material out.
Oh, so you're like sewing it together and then cutting out the excess.
Technically, I would like a better table than what I have, but because we are only doing this like, one time, well, hopefully one time, well, probably many times. Anyway, so what I do is where that line is, I get it kind of lined up on the outside of my needle, right? And then I am going to just start it out like this. Got to always back tack so that it doesn't come undone. Now it's very hard to see that line. I don't even think that Tom can see it, right? You probably
can
can't
sort of see it from here.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, so and what I got to do is while I'm sewing this, I got to make sure that this material is flat. And this is a little bit tedious because it doesn't sew real fast on this move. It goes very, very slow. And then when I get down to that curve part, I am just going to have to be careful and just kind of turn the material so that it's curved. And then I'm hoping that I'm still following the line, because the line pretty much disappeared for me right now. I should have used blue probably. Not that big a deal. But and the material wants to, see how it wants to like
Sort of bunch up, I guess?
yeah, kind of. So I got to make sure that it's flat still. Okay. Now don't forget, guys, I've sewn just about all my life. Not on a little small machine like this. On a lot, most people know this. At the shop that we had was a lot heavier duty than this machine. So, like if it was my other machine, which I have out in the shed now, I'd be done this by now. Although it would never be able to do this because it would
Like more industrial, whereas this is more for...
Oh yeah, it would just, all this material would be like this right now on my machine out there. Because it's like I said, it's heavy duty. And it takes a long time to do this type of stitch on here. I don't know what the proper name of this is because see, we didn't have a sewing machine like this at the shop. We didn't do clothes. So I don't know what this stitch is called.
I imagine you pretty much did just like one stitch the entire time over the shop, right?
Yeah, we just did a straight stitch. This I have no idea what this is called, but this is just like on the outside of this, right? You can see it on the outside there. It stops it from fraying. And you can see this is the stitch right here. I think you can see it, can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see it.
Yeah. So I'm going to continue to go all the way down this, and then I got to do the other side exactly like this, and then I'll show you the next step.
Now, just a quick question, just
What's
because
that?
I personally am curious.
Okay.
The speed of it is controlled by the foot pedal?
The foot pedal down here that I'm stepping on, yeah.
Okay, I kind of thought
Yeah.
so. It's just...
Yeah, so if I step on it all the way, that's when I was going really fast. It's weird because it's like a lot of people that start out sewing, the first thing they do is they step on the pedal too hard and they go
floor
really
it?
fast. Yeah. So it's kind of like driving. You know, when you're starting out, you don't want to give it all that gas at the beginning. Go slow, because then later on you can, when you get better, you can floor it if you wanted to. Well, not when you're driving though. Don't floor it when you're driving.
That's dangerous.
Unless you're going on an on-ramp and you need to, giddy up because you're going too slow. That's a little different.
Or you're on the Autobahn in Germany.
Yeah, that's right. There is no speed limit there, or is there?
There might be, but it's like high, like hundreds.
Yeah, like hundreds or 80s?
Like 200,
Oh.
I think. I don't know. There might just not be a speed limit.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm just continue to do this until I'm done this side, and then I'll go on to the other side. So my next step is, after I've sewn it, is to take my scissors, and where I've sewn it here, which is hard for you guys to see, I don't want to cut my thread. So I am going on the other side of the stitching to cut this seam out because we don't need it anymore. That's the old seam.
Out with the old, in with the new, right?
Yep. And then I'll just go like that. And then I will do the other side, and then we'll show you the next step. So the second step, or the next step, is to turn it over and cut the other side off like this. And then turn it right side out. And throw it at your wife to go try it on.
Yay. Thanks, dear.
And now I wait to see if it's appropriate. Well, not appropriate, but if it was a good job.
Acceptable.
Acceptable. Okay, so she tried it on. Put your arms up. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, you can see that it's tapered in now.
No, that's enough of that. All right. It's funny the first time.
Well, you know I always take everything to the extreme.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. It's and it's cut like a swing style, so it's supposed to be looser down the bottom.
Right. So, whatever swing style is.
It means it tapers out a little bit at the bottom, so it's a little looser around the bottom.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, so now she does. That's one less shirt she has to buy now.
And you've rescued one of my favorite shirts. Thank you very much.
Right. And now I have, what, 2 more to go?
I think there's 3 there.
3 more to go. I've already done
7?
7, 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 shirts
And some pants.
and some pants. Yeah.
Saved lots of money for us, dear.
Yep. What have I gotten out of it, guys?
My eternal gratitude?
No.
A happier wife?
No. I got a lump on my head over
yeah.
here. See it?
That
That's
had
what I got.
nothing to do with you sewing any of my stuff.
Yeah, it's just like...
I was wondering why you were wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because yesterday, Tom had a water leak in his bathroom.
Bedroom.
Or his bedroom, and I went in there and hit my head on his shelf of Bionicles.
The Bionicles are unrelated. It was the
somehow it turned into Tom's fault that he hit his head on a shelf.
I'm
that
glad
has
you
been
agreed
there.
finally. Thank you.
No. That has been there since Tom was what? 5?
I never had it. I had to step on his
It's
stupid...
still not his fault.
On his stupid...
Not his fault.
I will slightly correct. It's been there since I was like a teenager. Those shelves.
Yeah,
Oh.
see?
Okay, 15 years instead of 25.
And I had to step on a chair, and his chair wouldn't move because he had electrical lines all wrapped around it.
They weren't wrapped around it.
And then I stepped on it, and boom!
Revisionist history,
A
right?
Bionicle put something out there, and it hit me in the head. Anyway, I don't know what that had to do with any of this.
Nothing.
I can't believe
Somebody
you brought
else
it up.
brought it up.
Well, guys, so you can see that, and you know this material is very stretchy. Did you know that?
Yeah, I wear it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Till next time.
On that note.
Till next time, guys. Grab yourself some cold drink, put your feet up, relax. I'm about to get punched. I'll meet you at the lounge. Maybe. Or the hospital.